Nothing quite defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Vols will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So LSU's offense will take the field first. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though. And David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most. And that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
He slings it deep to the left. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Rides the back on the option, the gift. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like they haven't been #1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis. Think about too many things in the future. Think about today.
Yeah, they've got to have a sense of urgency now, especially knowing with that #1 beside the name, they're going to get everybody's best shot. So they've got to step up. They've actually got to elevate their play now, I think, to keep this thing moving forward.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. So Tennessee's offense headed onto the field. Now a first look at them today. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight reel catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators, defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed.
Turning it on! Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, and their offenses have been so hard to stop.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
So now it's 2nd and long. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum and recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Catch in the middle. It's Davis. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. He's got him. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. DB's right up on the receivers. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Durham. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Pulls it in. It's Berry. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Quick completion on the out route. Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Looking for space. It's Durham. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays. Off
play action. He's got it on the run. That completion formation takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Tigers are in the hurry-up. Quarterback on the keeper. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, LSU! Excellent path by the back on the option.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Guys, LSU has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. They've got a first down here to open the period. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Wide open downfield. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yes, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Off the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This defense, they are
Tennessee,
tenacious. So they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Vols will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the returner will be dragged down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And what a show we've seen from the man behind center. They've been playing pitch and catch at an elite level, and there have been no answers defensively. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Got a man. It's Durham. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna let it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield. Looking for a big-time play.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Grabs it inside the the 10. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. He'll take it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Rides to back and leaves it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29. And the Vols want to move quickly. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. I'm sure you guys saw pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To throw, it's Barnett. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in third and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Just an outstanding performance for this guy behind center. The passing game absolutely firing on all cylinders, and best of all, they've protected the football. Trying the left side. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And they can't make the connection. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Berry. There he goes. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Watkins. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit...
Touchdown, Tigers! Fitted in the window for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. From the gun, the running back has it. Gets away from one, finds room. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Rides to the back. Running into the open space. Turning it on. Touchdown, Volunteers. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem.
Bro, these Volunteers, man, nothing but hurry up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And we talked about this guy from the beginning, and so far he has not disappointed behind center. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down the field. Looking for a huge play. Snags it down the right side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense changing the play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and that's number 10. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Extending the play. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes the grab on the big throw. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. LSU now operating in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wideout. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Might be changing the route. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Back to pass, it's Barnett. He's looking deep. Makes the grab on the shot. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Vols.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And how about the day this freshman quarterback has had running the offense? He's guided this offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I mean, some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Berry. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Tigers! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're adding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic guys.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Lets it fly. Grabs it up the 25 in stride. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. It's a seam wide open. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. The give is to Taylor. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. After that last one, they're staring at a second and long first down marker just short of the goal line. It's picked off, and that's number 10. They'll bring him down at the 14-yard line, and that return of the interception has this offense with spectacular field position. So here is the Tennessee offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out, he's running free down the middle. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown.
flexibility to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And, man, this QB has delivered all year long. All the hype coming in as a freshman. Like, will he get on the field? Not only does he get on the field, now we're talking late in the season about being a true freshman quarterback, possibly winning a Heisman. You talk about a guy that has handled every moment and embraced it and excelled. This guy has been phenomenal.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. He unleashes a long one. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He can't make the connection. It'll be in. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They just keep firing. Got a man. It's Sampson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man, making that big...
Breaks into the open.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Gives it on the option. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're punting the football and believing in your defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. They'll run the option. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot in a sudden change situation.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Makes the catch. It's Staley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Vols send out the punt unit. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And we've seen a tremendous show from this freshman behind center. And the QB has more than had his weight as lighting up the secondary and the scoreboard, Jesse.
Yeah, and Grease, talking to the coaches coming into this one, they felt like they had a real opportunity in this game to throw the football with success, understanding just how talented their quarterback is. And he's really answered the bell. He's done a really nice job with his decisions. He's played on time. He's been accurate. And this offense...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who was going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route, who gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Unloads it left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
I know as a quarterback, he's your best receiver. He's one of the best in the country, but it's going to be hard to get completions thrown his way on third down into double coverage. On that one, you got to let your eyes take you somewhere else because someone else was probably open.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And this young signal caller is playing well beyond his years. Their passing game has been simply outstanding the entire game. They put it in the end zone, and they will get your attention with the numbers they put up. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on fourth. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games and big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
Trying to barge in. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Barges ahead. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
So here is the Tennessee offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass, it's Barnett. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it! They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Kept it, and he's past the marker. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play caller.
And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want that clock to run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
2nd and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off.